Saturday, February the 8th, 2026, number 4972. Empty Pockets and a Wealth of Information is what this one's called. Perhaps I should be sleeping. Instead, my mind is racing at a dizzying speed, so much so that I cannot stop it to focus on a damn thing nor sleep. And there's much too much that needs to be done yet. And, for example, I have no money. There are a few pennies in a plastic tub in my closet, but didn't we stop making pennies? Can we use them anymore? I just did today, by the way, to make, to add up to $5. So the persistence of being so broke, which indeed I am, and most especially am now, though there is some good news. My weekly box of food did not arrive. It usually arrives on Monday, every once in a while on Tuesday, but it's now Wednesday. I'm sitting here in the dark, and I don't want to write on this subject anymore, even though swimming through my head are a million pieces of the story of what I have already begun and want now to end. I'm missing any sense of blank. Insert humor, taste, smell, sight, direction, camaraderie, belonging, self, even. And I have lived in this city for over 25 years now. I scratched that out, that sentence. I've grown to loathe conveying these feelings of depression, mixed always or most always with some positivity, some I can do this attitude. While the notion that I might not be able to grows within me, it's that clock ticking, the fact of my age, deadlines, which are what I built a career around making, with flair, keep moving to a later date. Plans get swept under a rug in hopes they are forgotten. This just isn't me, and that's marked out as well, that sentence. I look to my left, searching for a good way to transition into a better life, a way to finish what I'm saying without having stepped backwards. Nothing like that exists that I can see, either left, right, directly in front of me, and my neck hurts, as it always does these days, when I crane my pained neck around to the wall behind me. I so want to laugh. I think of turning on the television, but something had caught my eye when I first looked left to the wall beside my bed. I look again. It's a book's cover art. Of course it's a book. There's a cigarette hanging from a dog's mouth. The book, Portrait of the Artist as a Young Dog, stories by the poet Dylan Thomas. I can't recall having ever read any poetry by him, but it's something that's on my list. When I'd picked this up from some free Take One box, I had assumed that is what it was, poetry. It's the bottom half of the cover of the book, the dog, seemingly mimicking the author, I assume, whose picture at the top, with a cigarette poked at an odd angle into his mouth. A dog with a cigarette dangling from the side of his mouth. Well, I suppose I will go with that, and a hopefully somewhat redeeming word of apology to you. Now, have I done anything at all here? Has my dignity been regained, in the very least? I sit a moment and make the assumption that it has not. So uphill I must go, or else, right?